Hi, Ben here with Amtex Equipment with another magnificent design of truck mount, Marine 4047 APO, automatic pump out. We started a dual fuel system design of a truck mount in November of 2010 under the name Dragon, and as time went by, we do get a lot of feedback from our customers requesting for a much more opener type of design of truck mount. That's why Marine was born, which of course at the beginning we started designing the system with 30 horsepower engine, and of course as time goes by we do get a lot of feedback from our customers thinking it would be a nice idea to have a pump out system on a machine, because after all, if you have all the heat, all the suction and pressure that the machine provides, why not a long hour of operation without dumping water? That's why the machine was designed just like a Dragon 4047 with a high power pump out, fully stainless steel clutch driven from Hypro, doing 89 gallon per minute pump out at 120 psi. Give you a quick tour throughout the machine, pretty much show you what the machine is consist of. This unit could be ordered either with an 80 gallon recovery tank or 106 gallon. And of course, as you're dealing with the volume of the tank, smaller the tank, higher the suction. So this design was pretty much custom made for one of our repeat customers that wanted a large type of tank, but then at the same time be able to pump out. So you are looking at a Dragon tank that's been designed in a kind of reverse position with your filtration box in the back compared to the Dragon that's in the front, all with fully stainless steel fittings and very easy removable filter that you can remove, clean, and put back. But as I've mentioned in the prior videos, by having the filter outside the tank, you're allowing the tank to get about 90% of her capacity as far as recovery. Now at the same time, like I said, you do have your pump out system on a standby, fully automated, to be able to help you to get through the multi-thousand square feet of tile and grout or rotary extraction without stopping and dumping the water that you have recovered. As far as the front feature of this machine, in the front, of course, you do have one of the most beautiful engine that was manufactured by Kohler, which is a 40 horsepower Command Pro 40, with the top instrument panels on the with her instrument panel on the top. To the right, you do have your choke handle, and to the left, you do have your throttle, of course, your ignition, and right below is your tachometer. As we go to a lower panel, again, you're going to see our everyday simple design of the water inlet, pressure outlet. Your pressure gauge on the top shows you range of pressure set off anywhere from 0 to 3,000, which you can adjust it by your pressure regulator at the far left. In the center, you do have your temperature gauge, which has two duties. One is to show you the heat production of the machine on a different type of cleaning. And of course, if you take a look at the far right, there is a sensor that's set up a little bit past 250 degrees. This is in case if for whatever reason the machine starts producing more heat that she's supposed to, for safety, that area will activate and also send a signal to the engine to shut down if that problem occurs. Now, to the far left, you're going to see your vacuum gauge of 0 to -30. Right below it is the very simple indicator light that we use on all our machine. The yellow light shows you that the key is left on. The center red light, it shows you that your pump is on, which of course your pressure pump is also clutch driven. And of course to the far right is the green light that shows you have a good amount of water coming in for the machine to operate safely. On the far left, you'll be able to see your very simple chemical meter, which is connected to a very reliable injector from Hypro, doing anywhere from 0 to 5 gallon per hour acid detergent injection, whatever you desire. The APO toggle that indicates to activate your pump out system. But if we go to the tank, the way this machine is designed, it is designed smart. In other words, possibility of you running your pump out system dry, it is kind of zero, because if we go inside of the tank, be able to see two float switches. The very bottom float switch, that it will activate the pumpout system only and only if there is enough water inside of the tank to be pumped out. In other words, accidental running the pump and burning it without water is impossible. Now, once the water reaches to the secondary float, that sends a signal to the engine to shut down. That way you don't have any kind of recovered water running through the blower and causing damages. Just like the other unit, if you notice, we have done color code all kind of our wiring for easy recognition. Your muffler system is positioned outside. If you notice, it's hardly touching the body, but held by two U-clamps. That way the heat transfer from the muffler to the body is minimum. Again, coming back to the left, you do have your toggle switch for the pump. And as you turn the key on, they do activate, but the pump will not activate unless you have the water going. In other words, the only way for the system, for its pump clutch to engage, you must have water connected. So again, accidental running the pump. Dry, it's impossible. The sound that you hear from the far left as I turn the ignition on, it is your fuel pump, which we're going to be doing a fuel tap to the vehicle where this machine is going to be installed. Your battery is very accessible on the top. On the top, very top part above the battery is your generator, which creates 18 amps. Now, as I've mentioned in the prior videos, the burner requires 5-some amps to kickstart and only needs 3 amps to operate. This means the remaining 13 amps that this generator produces, you can use any kind of either electric tools like floodlights or any kind of fan that you want to use or any kind of electrical devices you want to use inside of the property if their power is out. So the machine does give you that option. On the top, just like the Dragon, it does have the 528 CFM roots blower, which driven by 2 belts, if you take a look. At the same time, the job of the blower is to run the generator at a faster speed because of the pulley ratio. That way we get the full amperage out of the generator. The pump system on the left, it is a combination of 2 different type of model of pump that we get from Hypro, which basically build them for our productions only. It is a 4.8 gallon per minute pump, positively displays flow of water into the heater. At the same time, it is clutch driven, which we do build that ourselves here. Now, as far as any other part of the areas, is going to be your very accessible your thermostat, which of course, as you turn it to the right, and any of these degrees lines up with that arrow, shows you the heat production of this machine. And of course, you do have your burner switch at the bottom. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video short here because I want to save some time, some daylight. That way I'll be able to run this machine and pretty much show you her performance in action. Until then, we'll see each other. Thank you.